Well, Charlie, I guess a defeat off the last ball is always an agonising defeat.
Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't get over the line. It felt like we had a little bit of momentum in the end there, but yeah, very unfortunate that we couldn't get the win.
11 off the last over, 10 to tie they needed. What did you think at that point?
It's always a tough one in T20 cricket. It kind of can go either way, and unfortunately it went the way of the opposition. It would have been a great effort from Gaz to have defended that. She bowled very well throughout the game, so you can't blame her. Little bits and pieces throughout the innings, which we probably could have tidied up, but unfortunately we just couldn't get over the line.
It looked like you guys worked hard for your 155 for 4.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was in my rhythm at all throughout the innings, but sometimes it goes like that with cricket. I think the pitch just was a little bit slower than anticipated, so we definitely did battle to get to that total, but having Abigail Grove come in the end and really score a few quick boundaries helped get us in that position.
You batted all the way through, 74 not out off 61 balls, your highest ever T20 score?
Thank you, appreciate it. I think I would have liked to have got going a little bit more freely a bit earlier, but I'm glad that I stuck around and helped the team get to a total.
What was that due to? You say about, maybe you didn't feel as free as normal, but did they bowl well at you as well?
Yeah, I think you've always got to give some credit to the bowlers. They definitely bowled well. Lots of changes of pace, which was effective on that wicket, and I think they, in general, as a whole unit, they bowled well.
You still managed 8 boundaries, but it looked like the boundaries were quite big, and they weren't sort of hit by either side as very regular as normal.
Yeah, they were definitely big boundaries today. Lots of running. I definitely can feel it a little bit now. We tried to push the 2s and 3s hard out there. It was still a quick outfield, so if it did get through the field, it went for 4, but definitely was a big boundary.
It's 4 defeats in 5 matches now in this competition. Does that make it hard, do you think, from now on to actually qualify?
In all honesty, I don't know the stats off the top of my head. I think the team will just be focused on winning. I think that's all you can do in T20 cricket as the games come so quickly. We all want to put our best foot forward and just get that momentum back in our favour for the back end of the T20 series.
Can you put your finger on why maybe the momentum's just dropped off a little bit?
It's hard to pinpoint one exact thing. I think there's just often a few little things that don't go your way, tidy up bits and pieces in the field, and that just gets the team in a more confident position. I think when you are not on the right side of momentum, everyone feels it a little bit, just a little bit more on edge. So no doubt the girls will be relaxed moving forward into the next game and just put our best foot forward.
Talking about the next game down at Taunton, 2 days' time, it's your last game for Hampshire before you disappear. Yeah,
I'll be sad to be leaving the group. I've had a good time over here again. Everyone is really lovely to me and makes me feel at home over here. Hopefully I can help contribute to a win before I head off. That would be a nice way to finish off my time over here.
I know you really enjoyed your time here last year before you departed earlier, and you've done the same there this year. You said, I remember you saying that it's really helped your game. Has it helped your game again this time around? Yeah,
definitely. Just having plenty of games of cricket is always a good learning opportunity. Time in the middle is the best form of practice. I think more and more I learn about the mental side of the game, which I keep learning is such a big part of the game, which helps me to just learn ways to keep momentum, as I was saying before, in my favour. And it's always battle, but it's a great game for that kind of thing.
I mean, depending on what happens down at Taunton, you leave, having hit your 2 highest T20 scores, you leave in good form.
It doesn't feel like I'm in good form, in all honesty, but I'm glad to have battled out there today and got a decent total. Hopefully I can take some of that confidence back with me to Australia.
Having played in the regional era, the Vipers last year, and now in this county era, have you noticed a change, and if so, in what way?
It's definitely a very competitive competition. I think it's continuing to grow in that aspect. There's plenty of talent out there and lots of young talent coming through as well, which is really exciting. It's a challenge and it is every game, so that's why I come over here and play, and it's to play good cricket.
Would you come back again?
Yeah, for sure.
What have you got, just finally, what have you got to look forward to when you go back?
There's a bit going on. There is an Australia A tournament being played, so if I get selected in that will be on my radar. If not, then pre-season with my Queensland Fire team, which I'm looking forward to seeing all of them girls again. and then we will ramp up our domestic season in late September.